Hey everyone. So today's video, I have decided to share some of the worst fragrances I have in my collection right now that I am getting ready to give to my best friend to see if she likes. So in my last video, I did a couple of my favorite fragrances. So I decided that's enough positivity for a video, and we're gonna dive into the ones that are excruciatingly painful for me to be in the same presence in. Not to be a hater, but sometimes you just have to be. So a quick background on me in terms of fragrances. So I am relatively new to my fragrance journey, and I have found fairly quickly that there are scents that I love and also scents that I hate. So a big theme of a lot of the scents that I dislike, they are headache inducing. They feel like they are burning a hole through my nose. And, they're just woody. I guess I just like lighter, cleaner, sweeter scents. And I know I'm giving these fragrances a whole lot of grief. But I know you just gotta be silly about things sometimes. You can't let it get the best of you. So this video is obviously my opinion, and this is not to yuck at anybody's yum. I think it's what makes us beautiful, is liking and disliking different things. But with my sensitivity, if you will, these are just fragrances that don't really bode well for me and my olfactories. And it is serious because I have notes. Okay, no pun intended. So let's just dive right into it. The first fragrance I have, and this is the first, I guess, quote-unquote designer perfume that I ever bought myself, is Kayali 42. This is the Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. Okay, so this was a blind buy. They ran out of the tester at Sephora, but I had seen so many wonderful things about this fragrance from the girls on TikTok. So I was catfished, to say the absolute least, about it. I was thinking I was getting something that smelled like what? Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. I don't think it smells like that. I think it smells incredibly sharp and pointed. I don't think there's any pepper in it, but I got, it just smells very peppery to me, especially within the first couple initial sprays. Anyways, I was led on, personally victimized, led astray. I just think it smells, along with being extremely peppery and woody, I think it smells rather synthetic. You smell this and you know it's not one of the universe's natural creations. Not saying that all perfume needs to smell that way. I feel like it's unrealistic for everything to smell natural. But I also think it's fair to say that there are some perfumes that just smell overly synthetic, and I feel like this is one of them. And when I say that this smells extremely woody and very peppery, I mean it. It singed my nose hairs. And I just think it's very harsh. I do get that sweetness skin anyways. I feel like it just stays there. It doesn't really evolve into anything softer or sweeter on me. And for that reason, Sharks, I'm out. So, yes, Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar 42. You know, it just might be me, because everything I see about this, everybody loves it. So I don't know if I just got the short end of the stick when it comes to my sense of smell after COVID, or what. But yeah, so there's that. Moving on. This next scent is Baklava Royale, and this is by Navitus Perfumes, and this is actually one that I got from Scentbird. You know, I like Scentbird. Am I kind of getting tired of it a little bit, because I feel like if I want decants of a perfume, I can buy them somewhere else. I can buy them in much smaller quantities for cheaper, and just have a better variety scent pick on a different website. So I'm going to give Scentbird another month or two, and if I don't really like the next couple of perfumes, then I think I'm going to cancel my subscription. But I've also heard it's really difficult to cancel, so we'll see. Anyways, so when I picked this fragrance out, I thought it was going to smell like a delicious honey pistachio, potentially gourmandy kind of fragrance. And as you will soon find out, based on my description, I was half right, but I was also half wrong. Okay. So the initial spray, again, is extremely sharp. It made me sneeze. It gave me a headache when I made the mistake of spraying it in my room. I could not get this perfume out of my room. I will say it is extremely masculine and extremely woody. The opening is, and I find that I just really, my vibe, I don't think, when it comes to perfume, is very masculine. I think masculine fragrances are great. I just don't think they're my thing. Like I said, I like the warm, sweet kind of perfumes and fragrances. So yeah, the opening is extremely masculine. Like, this is something my partner would wear. However, the dry down is when you start to get that really nice, sweet honey baklava. If it had opened like that and didn't make me sneeze and didn't hurt my nose or give me a headache, then I would consider keeping this one. But I don't want to have a perfume in my collection that I feel like I can only spray if I'm outside holding my breath, while simultaneously running away from the scent cloud. So I don't want to have to wait a couple hours for it to dry down into the scent that I like. I just want to be able to spray a perfume. Yeah, you're gonna smell like that alcohol scent, which is fine, and maybe a little unpleasant opening note or so. But overall, this is just not an experience I would recommend if you are sensitive to very strong, sharp, woody scents. So there's that. is just the only one that I have. And this is supposed to be a dupe for, is it Eilish number one? Or just Eilish by Billie Eilish? The gold one, her first one. So, I will say, it is a fairly good dupe for Eilish. However, I don't think it's particularly well blended. It smells kind of clunky, and again, it's headache inducing, really rude on the nose at some points, and I do think it is overly synthetic. Speaking of overly synthetic, I do think it's overly minty as well. There are no notes of mint to be found in this creation, but I get mint for some reason, and I do kind of get some mintiness from the Eilish perfume. So, like I said, this is a pretty good dupe for Eilish. However, you do have to let it macerate for a long time. But by the time everything's macerated and baked to perfection, I feel like you could have just saved up the money and bought Eilish. I don't know, I'm kind of becoming an anti-macerator because I just want to be able to buy a perfume and it already being, fairly perfect. I feel like it's just a chore. Not really a chore, but I just want to be able to wear it and it be great. I don't want to have to wait for anything to be incorporated or letting it sit and emulsify. No, I just want to buy a perfume and I just want it to be great out of the packaging. Oh, and along with the headache, it did make me nauseous as well. I wore it on a date, and it just made me sick the whole time. Not the date, the perfume. And I will say, the longevity, you will smell it on your clothes the next day. So yeah, it's a scent that definitely sticks around, kind of like that baklava perfume that I shared. And the final perfume that I do not like, and this might ruffle some feathers, along with the other three that I shared, but it is Mojave Ghost by Burrito, and this is just in a little scent sample bottle. I get my samples in the little droppers almost, but I don't feel like you can get the full effect. I always love a atomizer, thank you. So I just got these cute 2 or 3 milliliter bottles from Amazon, and I transfer all of my samples into these tiny bottles. And again, just like all the other ones, Mojave Ghost was headache inducing. I will say, I really do like the opening. I feel like it is bright and clean. It is borderline soapy. However, the dry down is woody and it's heavy. I don't know how it opens up, being so clear and clean and bright. are spending X amount of money, something above, if we're being honest, $50 above, on a